Hello friends, how are you? So today we are going to do another fun activity that has been taken from your book Marigold Class 4 NCERT from the poem Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. And to get to this activity, you have to open your book and turn to page number 76. So let's see what do we have to do today. Let's talk. So they have given us 3 questions to talk about. So these are the 3 questions that we need to read and then we'll talk about those things. So the question number 1 is, are you afraid of the dark? Why? So in the first question they are asking us, are we also afraid of the dark like the boy in the poem? And if we are afraid, then we have to tell the reason why. Next question is, what do you do when it is dark? So we have to tell them that what do we do when it's dark. And the third question is, have you ever been very frightened? Tell your partner about it. So whenever you write it, you tell your desk partner about this. For now, I am writing it and I will tell all of you, have I ever been very frightened? So let's start with the first question. That is, are you afraid of the dark? Why? So my answer is, when I was younger, I used to be afraid of the dark. I still feel a little uncomfortable in dark, but I am not that scared. So I used to be very afraid of the dark when I was young because I used to think that there must be some type of creature or monster in the dark that could attack us, because I used to read lots of novels that had monsters and fantasy creatures in them. So therefore I used to be very afraid of the dark. But now when I am old enough to understand that dark is not my enemy, I'm not that scared, but still I feel a little uncomfortable in dark. Let's move on to the next question. That is, what do you do when it is dark? As I told you that I am still not very comfortable in dark, I cannot sit idly in a dark room. I really need a lit room. So what do I do when the electricity go off? If I am sitting in a room and electricity goes off, I light candles to brighten the room. So as I said, I cannot sit in a dark room for a long time. What do? I light candles to brighten the room and then I can sit comfortably. Last question is, have you ever been very frightened? Tell your partner about it. So yes, many a times I have been very frightened about the dark. But today I'm going to tell you one incident that I still remember very vividly. I still remember it vividly. So I am going to tell you that incident. One day I was sitting in my room reading a scary book. Suddenly the electricity went off. I got so scared that I ran towards the door, but the door was stuck. I was so frightened that I started shouting and banging the door. My mother heard my scream and came quickly. She asked me to calm down and told me that there is a torch on my study table. I found the torch and lit it. Then I was able to open the door. As soon as I got out, I hugged my mother tightly. So this is one of the incidents that happened with me and I got very scared in the dark. But after that, I imagined and I talked about this with my mother, and she told me that there is nothing to be scared of when you are in dark. So yes, after that I started working towards my fear of being in a dark room. So yes, so this incident happened with me. So now what do you have to do? You have to write your own incident. Have you ever been frightened in the dark? And whenever you write it, tell it to me or your partner. We'll meet next time with another fun activity, story or poem. Until then, bye-bye.